Well, hello. We are back. Well, I am back, and finally recording the first series of the questions you ask yourself in the process of being unique. And this is the why. Why are you you? In the Instagram post, I did go through pretty much five different ones, but today, in knowing yourself, you have to ask yourself, why are you you? I always say we all come to solve a problem. But the magnificence of God is that it's not just one problem, it's an entanglement and intertwined reason of so many different answers that we come with. And I think our answers are always unlocked in our spiritual nature, our physical nature, and our emotional nature. So, in asking yourself the question like, why am I me? Why am I here? Why do I do me? Like, why do I do me the way I do me? That starts to kind of answer some of the questions. For me, some of these questions led to me asking my parents, like, when was the first time you noticed that I had this gift of sewing? When was the first time you saw me creating something? Because apparently that's always been ingrained in me. Apparently that's always been me always creating something, including this fluffy number. I feel kind of cute in it. But anyway, let's not get. You can still find it on Likaya, obviously. But let's not get distracted. We are on being unique, and we're talking about your why. So, in asking yourself this question, it literally answers so many questions as to purpose, as to your reason for being, your reason for the things that drive you. Um, I go in depth as much as to ask myself, why do I sleep? How I sleep? I sleep normally for 4 hours and I'm good, straight. I can do six at a times, but I've now learned to also rest in between. And I used to always say I suffered from insomnia, and I gave myself a label of insomnia, but I've learned that is how my circadian rhythm runs. And that's another reason that also that's what the question why opens up. It opens up in you now learning your internal systems and why the way they work the way they work. Just like when you're going to lose weight, you need to understand your metabolism, to understand the way your body works and your body collects fat and stores fat. You need to understand the way your stomach works. See, I used to suffer from IBS because I used to have this thing of not wanting to eat breakfast. But that also then irritated my stomach if I chose to eat anything after 11. So now I know that when I wake up, I first have water and settle my stomach a little bit. I just don't eat things that irritate my stomach anymore. And I can't remember the last time I had any of the symptoms for IBS. So it's those things that help you to work out how you work. So this is your why. So in questioning, so I'll give you an example of sometimes we say, I am working the job I work so I can pay bills and pay my mortgage and pay for my car and pay da da da. But then if we really go down intrinsically and ask ourselves, because we want protection, we want shelter, we want just the basic needs. We want to be covered, we want shelter, we want water, we want basic needs met. But does that mean that a job is what is going to fulfill that? This is where you start to ask even more questions of why. Why gives you a reason for being? Why gives you a reason to fulfill your purpose? So during the coaching program, I will always ask you, why do you want to do what you say you want to do? Why do you want to achieve the goals that you want to do? Because it gives you a certain feeling that you thrive off. I love helping people. I love giving information. I mean, if you follow me on unique underscore Samanda, I give information all the time about SEO, analytics, what to do when you're building a brand. I share Truth Tuesday because I love giving information and equipping people. Those are the problems I come to solve. And most of the time I'm talking from experience, not because I've had some degree or anything, which I did. That's not the point. I've also had to experience it. I've also had to build my businesses on social media and experience what it means to do your analytics and experience what it means to do all of those things. So I have done the work. So which is why when I started this 12-week program, it was literally because I have done the work and discovered the things that fulfill me and make me happy and and put a smile on my face. Even when things are their gloomiest, my why is still intact. The why I get up in the morning is still intact. It's because of the joy I get when I get that comment. Oh my God, this helped me do this, and I have now achieved this. You know, my spirit feels a lot lighter for watching this. Those comments drive me. And yes, of course, I'm going to get the negative ones, which is great because then I can learn from my mistakes. And I know that I'm not for everybody. So if you don't like this, it's okay. We're good. I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm not going to be mad at you. So you can leave any comment you want to leave. But just subscribe anyway. You never know. I might annoy you enough to actually get you to do something. So, going back to the coaching program, it is a 12-week program. There are options. So it's not necessarily you have to do the whole 12 weeks. You can either do it yourself, or if you want to do one-to-one online as a group, or one-to-one in person. Those options are all available. I have now put up the link in my Being Unique _purpose page on Instagram, which I'll leave all the descriptions, all the links underneath here for you to have a look at. Please do also follow Authentic Magazine, because I'm going to be posting the second season of the Purpose podcast, which I did. Unfortunately, we've already done the 4 seasons, so the 4 episodes, so I'm kind of playing it a bit back a little bit. That was amazing as well. And the reason I go on about these 5 questions and why I've decided to actually split it into 5 different videos is because they are in depth. They all have their own aspect, because you have to ask your why spiritually. You have to ask your why emotionally. You have to also ask your why physically. So it's also things like, why am I built the way I'm built? Why do I speak the way I speak? Why do I sound the way I sound? Why do I have the dreams that I have? And does that mean that I'm prophetic? Does that mean that I'm just a dreamer? Does that mean all these kind of things? So that's why it is in-depth work that needs to be done. I break it down for you, and you're able to go away and do it on your own. And obviously we always catch up. But this is the most important one, knowing your why. And it's a process. Your why can change over time. I had to even ask myself, when it comes to relationships, why do I have the relationships I have? Because I believe most things externally are here to grow us, equip us, and teach us the lessons that we need to carry forward onto the next phases of our life, which is why we have so many different whys. It's not just only one why that you need to know. There's so many different whys. It's for me, when it comes to the spiritual aspect of things, when it comes to dreaming and the prophetic, I have certain dreams I have that have come true. Sometimes I've doubted them, and apparently it's a gift that runs in my family. It's a gift that has run through grandparents, my father, my aunties. Some of my mom's side of the family have it too, and my dad's side of the family have it too. So I then ask myself, why am I born in such a family that has that kind of gift? So I then look at pretty much all my siblings, and I break it down and look at our relationships. Because the first point of relationships that you will ever know is one from your mom, from your dad, and your siblings, and the people around you, then your relatives and everybody else around. It is literally the most important question you will ever find out, which is why I always go on about, I'm gonna have to, sorry, so a phone call was coming through. What was I saying? So which is why you always have to ask yourself the questions. You always have to ask yourself your why. You always have to ask yourself why you dream the way you dream. why you sleep the way you sleep, why you do things a certain way, why do I stir my sugar the right way around. It's like breaking down your characteristics just to understand yourself a bit better, because the one thing that we don't do is do a self-study, and that's the one thing we should be doing, a self-study. I'm gonna end it here for today. Like I said, the waiting the waiting, not the waiting list, the the registration for the coaching program is up. It is on the Being Unique page. I will also put the link down here. So if you want to click and fill in your details, there's some questions that I'll ask, whether you want to do it online, in person, because I'm also building the course as well. The group sessions are going to start in January, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. But in the meantime, yeah, check out some of the content, like, subscribe, do the thing that you do. But in the meantime, thank you for everything, and I shall see you on the later, when I am now covering, do not be done the what, how, and when. We'll do the when. I'll cover the when next. Yeah? Let's do that. Don't forget to subscribe, but don't forget to share. Even if it's something you want to laugh at. Don't forget to share with someone else. Yeah. Bye.